I love to hear that woman's voice. I don't
Okay,
know
All
if
hold on.
that
I
right.
gotta get
voice in the episode. We always hear recording in
There
progress.
we go.
Recording. Now, where did you go, Susan? You were
recording in
okay.
progress.
Yeah, it
I'm
sounds
coming. I'm
like
coming. I'm in the field. Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Susan's in the
Yeah,
field.
it's Merry Christmas. Look at guys, we just want to let everybody know we've got a great show today, and we're going to get to that right after traffic and weather.
Okay, traffic
And
and
I'm out
weather.
on the streets here in New Orleans, and I'd like to report in. I'm
Oh,
reporting
yeah.
in that traffic is light, shopping's very heavy, but people are
Mm,
merry and bright.
I can say,
nice.
I can say something.
Nice.
Having just been
Yep.
interviewed on WPRO in Providence, I just want to tell everybody, traffic-wise, that the 195 is just going to be that way for a while. We know you have to have this added to your holiday stress of shopping and getting around, but you're just going to have to all just worry about it. We're going to be in the 30s tonight and going down into the 20s. That's the weather component of this. And just hang tough, guys. Hang tough, you New Englanders. Yeah.
And can I say,
That's
I
right.
know it's Paul's
Yes.
turn. Go ahead, Paul.
No, go, Susan. No, no, I got
Well,
a long one. Go.
I wanted to say that here in New Orleans, when it is finally Christmas, we're going to be cold, but it's just about cold, and it's going to be rainy, and then 2 days later, it's totally cold enough to snow, but won't have any wet. I'm just
Oh,
getting,
too bad.
I'm getting like, it's not cool over here. Go ahead,
But
Paulie. What do you got?
Now, I got a couple of things. So me and Bob last week, we were on radio stations. There were a couple, maybe one podcast, okay, but other than that, these were all radio stations,
yeah,
and that's where I came up with the traffic and weather, because I know Bob did too. Initially, you go online,
yep.
you go on with them, and then they go, okay, please hold for Jimmy Joe or something like that. And then they go, now the traffic and the weather, every time. But what made me happy about the whole, and Bob did 20, I did 20, or, many, early and done late. I'm amazed at how many radio stations there still are out there. I
Yeah.
mean,
Wow.
that's the amazing thing to me.
I
And
love
so
that.
they aren't all gone,
No, they are not.
and they do spin records and the likes. Huh?
Yeah, that's true. And they sound
Well,
just like
Yeah.
the morning radio we love, man. They're all out there. Yeah,
Yeah.
look, we have it here in New Orleans. We have very vibrant radio stations, and we all community them. You know what I mean? We're all listening every day.
Yeah.
I'm driving around doing my errands with, my radio guy. In fact,
Yeah.
I just sent him a text. He's talk radio, but I just sent him Christmas time while I was out in the field, gentlemen, because I'm like, why not? I bet he'll play it.
yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
radio
yes.
is vibrant and alive, kind of like vinyl.
Yep. Hey, Paul, but real quick, getting back to your traffic and weather on these interview with the radio stations. Yeah, it always came just before we came on. So we're on hold, but we're listening to the
Yeah.
and Paul, that 190,
Yeah.
that 195 in Rhode Island, telling the people just hang in there. I was giving you a verbatim of yesterday's traffic and weather that I heard on WPRO. And this is going to be
Oh,
in the 30s.
yeah.
And when I went online,
Dude.
started the interview, I said, listen, I understand what happened with the bridge and the 195, but I got to tell you, I'm in Southern California. I just had 80 degrees all week, and I hear this. We're going to get up to 30, and we're going as low as 20. I'm going, and then you deal with the bridge and the 195. How you, how you doing out there? It was funny. It was funny.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Isn't it
Here's
great
what's
though?
funny. Go ahead, Polly.
Oh, I was just going to say, and I forgot. Go, Sue.
Okay, well, I was going to say when he said it was 30 degrees, I thought he meant in LA and that they were getting all this great weather. So I was like feeling very jealous.
now,
That, he
Paul
was
went,
just reciting the new. Got it.
Paul went through what I went through. We went through 20 weather systems, 20 traffic situations. Had a lot of similarities to our own traffic system. Everybody's got rush hour. Everyone's being told to calm down. So I don't know what's going on about that. I don't really hear calm down on our traffic reports here. But on many of the stations, they're telling everyone,
Wow, calm
stay
down.
calm, stay cool. You'll get through it. I heard a
funny.
lot. What's going on out there? You know.
Yeah. And you know what? Another thing that happened was that a lot of these radio stations, it was a little early, but they all, said, man, if you're ever in town, give us a ring. You can come into studio. I mean, it's really
Yeah.
a viable thing out there. And so, Bob, me and you,
Oh,
we have all of our stuff from who was it? From Alan?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alan at Daybreak.
Entertainment.
And so we need to keep those. And those numbers, I have them all. And, if we do get into a region, we can maybe start doing that.
Absolutely.
that's fun. We can do that in the summertime, Paulie. We could do summertime.
Yes.
Hello, surprise.
Yep.
Radio
So
roller.
it's a fun thing.
Yeah, it's a fun thing to do. Hey, and you know,
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if you ran into this, but once in a while, look, across the board, everyone was happy to hear from us. So, and you can tell, so that part was great. The other thing is the surprise they have with Christmas time sometimes. They go, like the one guy says, let me tell you, our sound engineer, he doesn't like a thing. He doesn't like anything. And he loved Christmas time. And or the girl that says, listen, I got to tell you about Bob. I had to listen to Christmas time a couple of days to get ready for this interview. And I got to tell you, and as soon as I hear, I got to tell you, I know that she was kind of blown
oh.
away by it, which is good, of course. But when I hear that tone, I go, what is he going to tell me? And it was like, that is just one of the greatest, and the other guy's telling me, and we got our program director because he programs our station. We said, you have got to add this. You have got to listen to this song. This is real. And he says, so the program director, we bring it in. And so, all right, let me hear it. And he agreed. He said, wow, that is really good. So I got a lot of that on a lot
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun.
Listen,
Well,
listen.
absolutely.
So go ahead, Polly.
No, you go, Sue.
Okay, because I have a question for you guys, or not a question, but for something for all of us in 2023 to ponder. So we have a record company, and we had a release of a Christmas record, the offering of the Christmas Cowsill offering. So back when we were kids, then the record company would then send the single to all the radio stations in all the country, and now they will, most of them, play it or not, but it goes to the station. Now, that's not how it works, because little simple Susie here contacted the record company because I was like, hey, how do we get the record sent over to like my local Christmas stations here in New Orleans? Like, what do you got? And then I found and learned, y'all, that the record companies don't service stations anymore. So and I was a little bit, So like, then, but I get caught up in not pretending, but forgetting where we live. So then one says, how does that record get on the radio? Now, I know you guys, because you're so sweet, did it, and I didn't have to talk to a bunch of radio stations because we made that happen. But how does a record like a Christmas record, get on a radio station?
I bet I don't know. I've never asked someone who knows now, which we should do. But my guess is that the radio station finds you now. My guess is they know it's up there. They know it's online. They know it's accessible. They know where to get it if somebody points them to it. It's like, who does the pointing now? Who tells who to point where? Yeah. Because you know what? I saw a commercial on television.
It came up.
I saw a commercial on television. It had 3 new Christmas releases by one sort of famous person and 2 not so famous. And all it was a commercial about, and they named their songs, and here they are, 3 new holiday songs. It would have been perfect for us, a commercial like that.
Yep. And you just got to buy that. You got to buy that commercial, like we had Alan. We had to, buy a service like Alan at Daybreak. And Alan calls all of these people and says, hey, we got a new Cowsills song. Would you like to have them on the radio? And I'm sure with all these, everybody's going, well, yeah, of course, bring them on. I mean, something new for their station, but so there's one avenue. We were on 40 stations over the 2 times. And it was all over the country, man. It was everywhere, East Coast.
And that's kind of what got me it's what got me thinking, Paulie. It's what got me thinking about it. I knew that you were doing that, and now I'm driving around today, Christmas shopping and doing the last minute-y things, and I'm listening to my guy, and he started to say, "Oh, and I'm going to play blah blah blah's Christmas," and I'm like, "Well, wait a minute, it's talk radio," so I didn't think, and I'm like, "Well, shoot, I want him to play mine." And so I texted him and just sent it to him, and that got me really thinking.
Good. Yeah.
How, if you release a Christmas record and you don't send it to them, are you supposed to get it
Here's
out?
the deal.
I hear you. I know.
Alan at Daybreak Entertainment, who we love, needs to now branch out. He needs the wing of his company that does exactly what that does, Susan. It's like you pay them. It's like legal payola. You pay a company like that to get to those radio stations. No one needs to get in a car anymore. No one gets in a car anymore. But you pay them to access radio stations and sell it, and say, you need to hear, this is better than this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And does that company exist?
Right, well,
does that service exist? You get a note from the record company. No, not here. It's like, okay, can you refer us?
Well, we just don't do it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. So, after the new year, of course, we're going to formulate another plan for the new year with the new release, the new album, because it's still new, because there's nothing behind it and nothing in front of it. So it's what there is. And we'll talk about that to maybe rock about, hey, we see a commercial out there. People are getting to millions of people just by being on the telly and having a commercial for their record. It's not a big drawn out video, it's just however that happens, somebody needs to find out, and we'll tell Rock, here's what we need to do.
Hey, now that's cool. Look, we started a ball going here by just the thought.
Well, look,
that's easy. And Paul, we have all been seeing those on TV. What Bob said.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Look, 2024 was that real good. We got a lot of work there.
Okay, great, solved.
All right, that's good. And now this kind of stuff. Yes, Rhythm of the World is 1 year old. It started walking just yesterday. All right, so we've got a lot of
can't even talk yet.
We've got a lot of distance to go with Rhythm of the World right now. Okay, our newest and latest release. We're very excited about that. We understand the holidays. Everybody shuts down, especially our industry. You can't find anybody during the holidays. And after it, that's why we love when they come, but we love when they go, because everyone gets back to work and things get rolling again. The train gets moved.
Yeah, you can't have miracles during holidays that are business oriented.
We got back from Tomball, Texas. We had a great Christmas show. It was our only Christmas show this year, really, Tomball. Great. But we'll probably have more now. We really thought it was fun. I mean, look, guys, it's not 20 Christmas songs. I think we did 6. But, 6 is a lot. It's a lot in the show. It was a big segment of the show. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
It was.
Yes.
And people.
Great venue.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, and Tomball was great. And the people were super, and we had a great meet and greet with everybody, and we saw a lot of albums flying up and all sorts of great things like that. And the only drag was that, I had gotten a car service to get us out of Tomball to go back to Houston to the hotel airport that we were staying at, and man, that just became a fiasco. And, and to everybody out there, I've decided, hey, Uber's not for me, because blah, 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 kind of thing with Uber. But now, Uber saved our lunches because we were able to call an Uber at really late at night, and a guy came and he just picked us up. We were so grateful to him, but he didn't really understand us. But man, this guy played a mixtape on our way back to Houston that was just killer. That this guy must have grown up in the 60s, but we couldn't communicate very well with him. But it was great that he was there to pick us up.
This thing Paul's talking about, what made it worse is it happened at the very end of the night when you don't want anything to go wrong.
Yeah.
And that's cool. But another fun thing about Tomball. Another thing about Tomball and the Main Street crossing was getting, there's a lot of downtime after sound check, guys, and you're just sitting in the dressing room. And Matt a part of the ownership, I guess, came in, and we got to talk a lot of sports and
Yep.
baseball
The
guys,
owner. Yeah.
talking to baseball people, and that went great. That was awesome meeting Matt. And then we met his daughter Nellie, and
Boy,
she's
he sure did. You guys were in hog heaven.
a cheerleader competitor. She's like 8 years old or whatever. But anyway, they were great
His daughter. Yeah.
to spend time with. Even at the end, they were sitting while we were waiting for to not be getting picked up. And it's so funny, you guys. We gauged getting off stage, the length of the show, the length of the meet and greet, everything around the solid arrival of our ride at 11 o'clock.
Ride.
I can't tell you how we danced for that 11 o'clock.
Oh, man.
Was never going to happen.
But look.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, Casties. We have been down a road before where we're at the end of the night, out on the outskirts of whatever town, but before we got hip to potential Uber trouble. And if you're in the outskirts and it's midnight or 1, you could be stuck there with all your gear sitting in somebody's driveway without any way to get out of there. Like, not like, you don't travel with a touring truck or so it's a thing.
It is. Hey, Bob, I don't think me or Susan told you, but so remember, we left out of the hotel there at 3 o'clock. And so we got down there at about 2:45, and we started and we pushed the button for Uber. And man, there was not an Uber in sight.
Yeah. To my point.
Bob,
Your kid, what did you do?
It was crazy. And then all of a sudden, like 10 minutes later, a driver named Kai, he came on and said, yeah, I'm doing this. I'll pick you guys up. And so then when it came up, he was like 10 minutes away, and then he made his car started going in circles. Okay. You know how Uber can do that to get you really frustrated. Mm-hmm. But then he found his way here, and so we got out in plenty of time, and we were looking good. But Bob, me and Susan wanted to know, how did the shuttle, because we were wondering about the shuttle and how that was going to work for you, all with the TSA and stuff. But then we realized you have that TSA fly-through thing. So how did it go for you that morning?
Well, I went down to the lobby and I waited. I asked the guy, I'm reporting for the shuttle. He said, that's fine. At 5 o'clock, I got in that shuttle with my luggage, by the way. And within 2.5 miles, I was in front of Southwest. I went to the front of the line because I'm an A-lister to check in. I went to pre-TSA because and no one was there for pre-TSA. I went front of the line at pre-TSA, and I was eating a sandwich within like 40 minutes of something. I don't know. It went great. It didn't go great in Las Vegas. Cool. In Las Vegas. Hold on. In Las Vegas, my connecting city, now I'm only an hour from LA. I mean, I can touch Los Angeles, okay? So I'm in Vegas, and that's when the plane decides, the plane just landed to pull up to the gate. All these people get off the plane, and they were immediately told something's wrong with the plane. We got to switch it out. And I call that, and so it begins. Yep. So they go find another airplane, and now they got to find another gate. We got to open another gate. Just let another gate in, and need another gate. Okay. And then we get another gate. I mean, it took a total of, then we get the new plane and the new gate. Nothing ever goes wrong in Vegas. I've never had that. We get on the new plane and the new gate, and you're just so happy to find it. We pull back. We stop within, I don't know why you can't pull back in, but you know what they do? Pull back in. Back out. I can stare at the gate. We just pulled out, and the guy comes on the cab and says, hey, sorry, it's a real traffic mess in LA right now, and we're going to have to sit here for 45 minutes. Yeah, 45 minutes. And we did. I fell asleep. We sat for 45 minutes more on top of all the rest of the delay. And not only that, but on this flight to LA, they said there's 40 empty seats. You know how empty that means? 40 empty seats. I'm a Southwest. I should not expect anybody in the middle. So I'm in my row, and I get on quick and early. I get my row, and then here they all come.
They lied.
And a couple sit next to me. A couple. They're very nice. I had my leg up to my sciatica, and they looked at me. Then he looked to the left and looked at me and said, "How can you sit like that?" Because these were big people on top of being a couple. They were nice, but they were
Yeah.
big. They took up the whole atmosphere to my
Yeah.
right, which is why I get a window seat because I got a lot of that to my left.
Killing me.
Yeah, man, that's it. And then
Yeah.
we get to
Yeah.
LA. So then we get to LA.
All right.
Now we get to LA. I have flown from Vegas to LA 100 times, 1,000 times, really, for years, for decades. Okay. You never go out over the ocean coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go out when you take off. So because we come home to LA. So now he continues and he's flying straight past the coastline, straight out to the ocean, coming home from Las Vegas. And
Yeah.
now I'm thinking, am I in a sci-fi movie? Are we
Stop.
gonna just go till we run out of gas and he's one of these nuts at the wheel? But he does start
Right.
turning.
Yeah.
He banks, and we landed from the ocean. And he goes, "Hey, I'm sorry, it's going to take us 50." Now we land. "Hey, sorry, it's going to take us 15 minutes to taxi because we've landed on a runway. Where did they build this one?"
Yeah.
And I know this airport. I know this airport, but we're nowhere near Southwest, and I love that runway. Anyway, I've gone on too far, but eventually we taxied the 15 minutes, and then and we got. It was crazy. Done. I'm done.
Well, it's crazy out there, and we saw so much people believe it.
Yeah, yeah. Mom, when your plane started going straight out the ocean, did you think of that Stephen King's book, Langoliers?
Doppelganger. Oh, the Langoliers. The Langoliers. I went right to a sci-fi movie.
Langoliers, yeah.
This guy, I know that book.
And he's taken too long to bank, so now that's getting in my head. And I'm going, what is he doing?
Yeah.
You just
crazy.
Come to
wow,
LA
man.
in the same direction you came across the country, and you land that way. You don't bank over the ocean back in. You bank when you take off. All right, enough of that. It's irritating me talking about it. Then
it appears to me that every time we travel, at least one of us has a tail. Like, it doesn't happen to all of us, but like, it's very rarely we all go, "Hey, seamless." Somebody's got some story to tell, and yours was pretty good.
Yeah.
Well,
I have something here. I woke up this morning. And I'm, talking to Louie, and she was going, "Yeah, we're going to make our Christmas dinner going, and so we got pies to make and this and that." And I was listening, and I looked to Louie, and I was going, "Man, you know what?" And she goes, "What?" I go, "Man, I love mashed potatoes." And I was saying to her, I don't even know why I love mashed potatoes as much as I do. But, I gave it a thought, and I went online, and I realized that I am 90% Irish.
Oh,
if you can see that.
No, we couldn't.
So I am 90% Irish, and that is why I love mashed potatoes.
Oh,
yes, Paul.
So it's a cultural thing for you.
Yes, exactly. Being 90% Irish,
It must have been cultural.
Welcome, my Irish brother.
Must have been cultural for Mom.
I love mashed potatoes, and when people, and I have what?
Well, you, John, and I all have this 85 to 95 percentile Irish in our charts.
Yeah.
And you, John Cowsills, is a mashed potato mofo.
Yeah, right on.
And I am as well.
I'm the mashed potato maker. I'm the guy. I do it. They can't.
Where's your DNA to prove it?
I haven't had a lump. I have DNA to prove it because look, here's the deal. I did Ancestry.
You're English.
Listen to me. I did.
You did?
Listen to me. 23, you and me, 23, or whatever that one is. Okay. Came back 80. It came back 98.8% English, British, and 0.2% Irish, and the rest that you guys are. Now, we're going to do we're going to do Ancestry and see what that says, because you all had 80 to 90% Irish.
Yes.
But this
and
happens.
then I'm 4%. Yeah. So I'm 90% Irish. I'm 4% Scottish, and then I have two other. So I'm a little bit of 3% of Denmark, Sweden, and Wales.
And
Yeah.
that's all John and I. That is exactly the and the percentages are a little shifted different. Like I'm 87% Irish, the rest, and then the other 2.5, whatever, is the Wales Sweden business. It's interesting.
Okay. Did
but not everybody in a family gets the same. Go, Bob.
Did all three of you use the same service, Ancestry.com?
Yes.
Okay. See, I use 23andMe.
Yep.
So I'm going to now do Ancestry.com and see what they say. Because they got the right thing.
That's exciting.
Why does mine say 98.8 British speakers? Well, maybe in me, that's the DNA I got from mom or dad who had a ton of that in there.
It is.
I don't know. That's how that works.
Bob.
Question. Were you...
I do know. What?
Was anybody did anything come back relating any of you to King Louis the 16th, XB1? Because it did with both me and Ryan.
No, I think...
Well, I didn't take for that knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But here's the thing, Robert, you guys. Since we started doing this DNA stuff, I have learned, Robert, you and Richard can have completely different DNA in a womb. It isn't how it works. And it doesn't mean that we don't come from the same people. We're as French as we are as grandfather Robert. We're as Irish as grandpappy McCaffrey. But it splits differently. And Dad did have some English. So,
I could have got a ton of the English and you got a ton of the Irish, Paul.
Yeah.
But it's all, it's weird.
Well, what's really weird for me, Bob and Susan, what was really weird that they started showing me over 1,000 cousins, fourth cousins, third cousins. I mean, there's a list a mile long of all these people that have a tad of my DNA.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so bizarre. It's
crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. I love it.
It's crazy, all right. I love it.
Okay. We did.
Okay, that's exciting. That was fun.
And Brendan and Shaney, they're loving it because it shows stuff and it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, that's with Ryan coming in with King Louis the 16th. That came in mine. I thought you were going to say something.
Well, I was just going to say, ironically, just to finish up our ancestry thing, to finish our ancestry wrap. Russ Broussard is as the day is long, and he has a ton of English in his breakdown.
Cool.
I thought he'd be 100%.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Anyway,
go.
Somebody got the impression we're doing 6 shows, I think, like on a cruise, but it would be 6 shows over the 2 cruises. We're on both the 70s rock and romance and the total cruise, total time, 3 shows per cruise. And we're going to do the Q&A. They're asking about that.
Yeah.
And if there's a family feud, of course, we'll have some fun. But the other thing is, we don't know, but historically, the answer they were asking, will we be on the deck? Historically, we love to play on the deck. We hope that they put all our shows up on the deck, and we're probably pretty certain they will, because
all of them.
That's where we do our shows. We love them up
We've
there.
asked.
So outside, daytime, nighttime, we don't.
Right. And I think that, they put us, they put by the pool, I believe, because everybody gets to gather there at the pool. If you're in the theater, there's a batch of people with one colored coupon, the other colored coupon. And they think, well, maybe the Cowsills will just let everybody see them all at once every time.
Yes, I agree with that. We're the people's party, for crying out loud.
It reminds me of...
Hopefully it stays the same.
It reminds me of an outside cruise version of the Wolf Den, where you have your audience, but then people can just hang around back and hang out at Wolf Den and watch the show.
Yeah.
And see it from a distance, even if they feel like it.
I like that.
It's very cool that way. And up on the deck,
I like that.
They're hanging on
I see the comparison.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So
we have those cruises. We're coming to Vero Beach. We're coming to the Emerson Center. Somebody told me something about the Emerson Center recently. What was that? Was it you, Paul? No,
That it is a church.
it's a
Oh
church.
yeah, we
Yeah,
talked about it.
we did. Okay, so that's a
Yep.
church. I got to go look
Yep.
at.
I talked to the lady there and
It
it
was
seemed
us.
Is there? Oh, it was you guys who told me about it in the last episode, right? Did we ever look at a picture of it online? Does it look like a church?
I
it
did
does
not.
actually. It reminds me of that last place that we played in Nebraska on the Happy Together tour. Remember that stage, how it was? And it seemed like
Yeah.
a religious kind of
Yeah,
place that'd be
yeah,
happening there. This place looks like that. So,
yeah.
and I only saw the stage, but yeah, but it's interesting because I did talk to the gal and she keeps thinking that we have already been there before. And
In
I don't
Vero
know.
Beach.
I can't really
Oh
say, I couldn't
wow.
agree with her.
I can't. I know it's like right, at our age, right? At our age, we got to be careful. But I'm with you, Paul. I would know
Yeah.
if I was at the Dodgers spring training facility city, which it used to be till it went to
Right.
Vegas. It was
Right.
very famous to be in Vero Beach. That was famous
Oh.
for. But I don't ever remember. But was it back
Yep.
in the day? They're saying in the '60s. You mean even? I wonder if that's when we did it.
Maybe when we were doing the villages during the village time,
Yeah,
maybe we took
maybe.
that gig as well. And, it isn't the villages, but
Hey,
it's
you know
in
what?
Florida. So
Let's go to
I
the
I don't
think,
know. Let's find
let's go
out.
to the youth movement in the family. Susan will remember. Susan, what did we play Vero Beach?
What?
Well, you're 10 years younger. You're going to have a
Well,
better
yes, I
memory.
remember it as if it was yesterday.
I knew it, darn it. Okay. Hey,
Yes,
dates with,
boys, you don't recall? You
hey,
don't recall?
no, we don't, to be honest.
What?
Hey, dates are
I
coming
don't
in.
either.
Dates are coming in for the Happy Together tour. They're coming in now. You can go online and different venues are
Oh.
promoting them now, and we're doing the in the round places on Cape Cod again. We're coming back to a lot of places. It's going to be fun.
Oh, I love those so much.
Hey, we should get Jay on.
Just love the in the rounds, man.
We
Those
should
are
get,
my fave.
we should get Jay on from Jay and the Americans
Yes.
and ask him, man, are you ready to
Yeah.
see Cara Mia Mai 45 to 50 times? Are you ready, Jay? But he'd be a fun guest. And hey,
yeah.
we
He
heard
thinks he is.
he at least they got a Jay sound alike also, for Jay and the Americans. You know what I mean? I guess he's Jay number whatever.
Yes, sounds very good.
He candidly knows he's not the first Jay. And I remember him having a good
Yeah.
attitude about it. I do. And anyone that can stand in an audition and say,
Yeah.
"Para mí,
Well, he'd
no,
have to.
is like, okay, man. That's like a
Now,
Steve Perry type
what are the
singer.
5 or 4 hits they had?
Cara Mia,
Yeah,
Does
good
any-
question.
What are the 4 or 5 hits? Bob?
Cara Mia, right? Cara Mia, my. They had in a little
Yep.
cafe in the other
Absolutely.
side of the border. They had come a little. Oh,
Okay.
that is coming a little bit closer. They had two big ones. I can't come up with them. But they did this magic
Oh, okay.
moment. They had that. But you got to be careful because
Oh, okay.
that's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
one.
any song could have been done by the
Oh.
Letterman, the Brooklyn Bridge, or Jay and the Americans, or if there's just a big group of them like I put together like that I get their hits confused.
You did
But
good,
yeah,
Bob. You did good.
I think they had this magic moment. And
Yeah. Right.
But the way the 5 o'clock
yeah.
Wilderness of
Hey.
Vogues
Excellent.
song, yeah, these guys have that in a little cafe. That is a great record. That's a great record. Come a little,
Absolutely. I love it.
We
So the audience is gonna love them.
still need to get little Anthony, you guys. We still need to have little Anthony on. We never did
as a
have him
guest.
on. We got to call him up, even though
No,
he's not
I
coming
think
out with us.
And Johnny.
now
Yeah.
we could get both of them on. I don't know.
Hey,
Although
You
Johnny
mean
has
together?
that would be very fun.
except Johnny does have a career in his own right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But little Anthony, would be cool now, because now we could talk about. So, Anthony, we notice you're not on the
Yeah.
return roster.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
He'll go, oh,
It'll be cool to get a candid
let me tell you.
conversation.
He'll put it. He sounds like Michael Jackson when he talks. He'll go, but let me tell you, it was
Yeah,
hard,
he does.
especially at the
Yeah.
end. And he'd talk like that. But we loved him, man. I was disappointed. I know Ron Hausfeld was
yeah.
disappointed. Yeah. Oh, we don't know who Ron Hausfeld was.
Well, we're right there with him.
We don't know who that guy is. What are you talking about? Ron who?
He's not to be named in association
Ron.
with anything. Anyway, hey, I think look, I was trying to tell you, my friend of mine, Ron, his house fell. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Okay, from the rain,
that's horrible when your house fell.
His house fell on the foundation.
Like a guy, yeah.
His foundation, yeah.
Hey, so I'm making carrot cakes. I'm making carrot cakes today.
And I
love your carrot cake.
Do you stick with the, by definition, cream cheese frosting?
Well, I leave that up to people. I'll give to our neighbor, Sean, we'll give him a carrot cake and it won't have frosting on it. They can do whatever they want with frosting.
Okay. Wow. That's interesting because,
because
they decided.
Are you making little ones? I'm sorry. Polly. Yeah. Are you making little loaves, and giving them away?
Well, I'm only making two, one for us and then one for Sean, our buddy to our left, because that recipe makes two. So
okay.
Are they like cylinder in shape? The carrot cakes, or are they round big cakes?
It's like a cake. Yeah, I use cake pans to make them. Okay. So it's one layer of a cake kind of thing. Yeah.
I love the no frosting.
Yeah, I'll be doing that. I'm going to eat a bunch of.
I love the no frosting idea and let people decide, because I would put vanilla in. I know cream cheese is what's desired, but that's a good idea. Yeah.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah. So I'm going to be eating a lot of liquid. I'll be eating a lot of batter today, and I'll have a stomach ache tonight.
All right.
And then tomorrow morning I'll have and diarrhea. That commercial, have you seen it?
Hey, Paul.
I hate that commercial.
I go through that.
I can't stand that commercial.
But I know it's so funny, Paul. I go through that with the fudge, because at the end of my batch of fudge, and I only do it at Christmas, but at the end of my batch of fudge is the fudge pan, which hasn't hardened at all. And so I get it all in the pan, and it's going to sit in the fudge pan. There's all this fudge left in the fudge pan, and I just scoop it out. I spoon it in, and that's a heavy eat. And my body's going, what are you doing to me? Anyway, but that's a funny.
Oh man!
Stop! I am making apple and lemon meringue and chocolate pie.
Listen, a big announcement regarding Vero Beach. Nice. Okay, a big announcement regarding Vero Beach. When at the Vero Beach concert at the Emerson Center, which we've allegedly played before, we are going to be presented with our awards for being inducted into the New England Music Hall of Fame. On stage at that show in the beginning, we're going to be doing an interview, I think, with the crew. They're going to send in the afternoon sometime after sound check, possibly. But yeah, that event takes place that night. And we connected Christopher from the Music Hall of Fame with Bob Merlis, our publicist. They're going to be starting to get out and talk about this. So that's kind of a big, cool thing to announce.
Yeah.
You can go to their website.
We'll end up. Yeah. Hey, maybe we'll.
What? Well, what?
I'm listening. I was going to say. I don't know. I was listening to you go down.
I was going to give them the website. It's but it's acronyms. NEMHOF.com. Yeah. New England Music Hall of Fame.com. Use the first letters of each word. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Paul.
That's the thing. I mean,
Very nice.
Hey, it's one more step away from the Rock and
I'm
Roll
proud
Hall
of
of
us,
Fame.
frankly.
I am too. We're going to go from Rhode
Right.
Island Hall of Fame. Now we got the New England Music Hall of
I
Fame.
think
We got
so.
that. Then we'll go to the Eastern Regional United States Region Hall of Fame. There must be something for them. Each of the Kentucky, for instance, I guess.
And then we'll go to the Nationals.
And then we'll hit the National. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we're here to claim our legacy, folks. We should set up.
That's right. We're claiming it right here on this podcast, people.
Are we
I
rambling?
just can't believe Santa's coming.
Here's the deal, folks. We're going to try and attach some footage we took from Tomball that we brought home with us, okay, that you haven't seen yet. And we did a little talking in our dressing room, and
We
I almost
did.
said bus. Almost said bus. The bus is coming.
We had guests. Did we have guests? I don't think we had guests.
No, I don't think we had guests. We just waved to people, probably. Anyway.
No, we had Carrie and Riley.
Oh, Carrie was our guest. And she was. We talked to her from the stage. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and I think I
I
got footage at her table with you, Susan. I remember I interrupted a presentation she was doing.
Good,
Anyway,
good. Then we have a guest. We have several now.
So we're going to have a real alert about next week. Probably have Bruce Belland on. Bruce Belland is our for prep guy who had his book out. He was on episode number. We'll let you know next week what number he has been a prior guest. He will be our first return guest, and we'll have a short little visit on how it's gone for him since his book came out. And he's a colleague of ours.
Yeah,
he came just before us. It'll be
interesting to see the avenues that he's taken to promote his book.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's all the same, or
does he have a bus with his name on the side?
Right? Is he going on a book tour?
At 87, I think
all the late night shows.
Yeah. All right, everybody. If we are successful.
Wait, I want to say one thing.
Sure.
I just want to say one last thing. So as we're having our podcast,
yes,
and as I'm sitting here talking like this, I've had people walking back and forth looking at me because I'm just sitting in here
pointing and
animating, gesticulating. I wish I'd had my phone so you guys could see the people just walking by, and it was good stuff. Anyway, thanks for letting me share.
And you're not holding anything. You look like you're talking to the air, moving to the air. Anyway,
I look like an insane person.
Exactly.
We hope you had a Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year's. Listen to some good years off our holiday offering. It's now New Year's.
Right,
everybody? So start spinning that one, and we'll try and get on 80 more radio stations. We should do that again. Hey, Rock, can you want to do 40 more?
Yeah. Once we figure out how.
Yes, when we figure out how. And that's no pun intended on anything. Okay. Anyway, we can't wait. Speaking of how.
All right.
One more comment real quick, but because Susan with the word how. Speaking of how, I wonder if the Happy Together Tour is going to book the Four Winds Casino and we're going to get banned again. It'll be fun to see if that happens again.
Speaking of how.
It will be. Yeah. Crazy.
That kind of talk.
Well, but when we were kids, we grew up with that. If me and Paul are playing cowboy and Indian and I'm the Indian, from Tonto on the Lone Ranger, I know how to talk.
How?
Okay? How?
I know, man. I'm in.
Anyway. And Paul's going to be really inappropriate and call me.
Okay, Cowsills.
All right, enough of that. All right, guys. Good New Year's.
Love.
Good New Year's, and it'll be great. And we'll see you next week, everybody. All right. Goodbye, you guys.
Yep. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
It's been weeks and weeks and weeks. We've been talking about Tomball, Texas Christmas show.
We are here.
Yeah, we're here. We're here in Tomball.
We are. We're in our hotel room.
In our hotel room with some lovely hotel room art that we tried to.
Here we are, as in golden days.
Yeah, happy
golden days.
Happy olden days. Yeah. So
we've been working on. Look, we got Christmas guitars here.
Christmas guitar. We're working on our show.
The Christmas tree at the Christmas party.
It's gonna be a lot like this.
Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie, and we'll do some caroling.
All tonight.
All tonight.
You will get.
And guess what? It's probably going to be a lot like that.
Take it, Paul. It's
Even though-
Grinch time.
yeah.
Yep, and we're going to have decorations up. We all
Lots
brought
of
lights,
decorations,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
pretty excited.
and we have our nieces and our
We have
nephews
Carrie and
coming.
Braden, and no, Braden's not coming because he had something else to do. But Riley and Carrie,
will be
daughter
coming.
of Barry,
the girlfriend, and then
Yes.
Jace, and then the besties are coming too. By the way,
Who's the
besties of Carrie.
Oh,
Carrie's
yeah,
besties.
yeah.
Carrie's
Yeah.
besties. Okay, and Barry's besties would have been Barry's besties.
Barry's besties, Carrie's
Got it.
besties. Right.
And,
Yeah.
and here's the good news: we're bringing you with us
To the show.
to the show tonight. With us, we'll show you the venue. We'll show you what's going on at the Main Street crossing in
Which
Tomball.
we're not so sure if we're outside. We're a little scared. I have a sleeveless.
It's dinner time.
I have
We're
a sleeveless.
inside.
Good.
It's dinner time. We're even going to do that. We're
Oh
gonna
my
do
God!
dinner
Here we go.
time.
It's dinner
Dinner
time.
time.
A special time.
It's Christmas time. We're going to do that
A
tonight.
special time when all the world shares.
This is the new EP by the Cowsills. It's their Christmas selections for you and you and you. There's also a New Year's song on.
Oh.
So if you can hop a plane or a sled,
Come on out.
come on out to the show tonight. Hey, so anybody want to say anything else that we're doing?
Well, I mean, I just want to say Happy Christmas.
Well, do you want to say hi to anybody at home?
You mean
we
like
were on
Romper
the
Room?
Price is Right?
Or Romper Room.
Like they do on
Oh.
The Price is Right.
Yeah.
Or Romper.
Yeah.
I would like to say hello to Amy Hubble for at Hubble Library on the Point for every year bringing us great trees. This year they got a little screwed up, and I want
Okay.
Amy to know
All right.
we'll be back next year, Amy.
They're finding a lot of varmints inside the trees this year. One time there was an owl, there was a possum.
This
in
is
another
really
tree.
true. Varmint trees are happening. I think
Yeah.
it's because of the weather we've
I think
had.
it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, some of the
That'd be pretty fun.
trees were really messed up this year from our weather guys, from the drought.
So-
For you guys, yeah,
For
we have
sure.
a beautiful tree.
Well, they're from Oregon. Every tree
Yeah,
is beautiful
true it
in
is.
Oregon.
True it is.
So we're going to take you through a big part of the day as well as we can.
Yes, as well as we can.
So goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.
Let's just go to the opening shot at this podcast episode.
Ho, ho, ho.
Wish us luck. And
Yeah, wish us luck for sure.
We are Christmas, though.
Paul and I,
Doesn't matter what happens
Yeah, no, it
tonight.
doesn't matter.
We are Christmas.
Oh.
Paul and I look like we talked about. Let's wear sweatshirts in the
I swear to
podcast.
God.
So
But I do want to know, what are you
guys are
wearing
getting
tonight?
geeky.
I got my green shirt with my red Christmas tie
Oh,
and my black
what
vest.
Beautiful. I am red shirt, green vest, and green tie.
We
Somebody
are
help me.
So we are gonna be
Complementary
colorful.
components here.
Somebody help me.
Susan will be the little ornament
In
there.
the on the side, because I'm not in the middle anymore, because we don't do that. We don't play that.
Intimacy.
Play
No.
the kid in the middle anymore. That's a bunch of BS.
No, that's a gender issue. So
Yeah,
you gotta
totally.
go boy, girl, boy. Says who?
Schmaggity daggity.
All right. Anyway, see you tonight or see you later on. We'll see what we're doing. I guess sound check might be happening.
Merry Christmas.
Oh,
Merry
ho, ho.
Christmas. Oh, ho, ho. All right, I'm going to press the button. Here we are in the Main Street crossing. This is a beautiful venue. That's Josh. He's our main guy here at the venue.
We're going to start decorating.
Susan, Paul, we're going to get decorating. Here's our stage.
Gives you an idea on how
A great screen up there bodes well for our video to open the show. They'll see it clear and loud. There we go. So we'll come back with a little sound check footage for you people. And settle in. Let's go see if there's a dressing room. Is this the dressing room here?
Okay, these are our
Okay,
guests.
we got our
And do they
table for
eat, Josh?
Barry's daughter Carrie and her guests. She's going to be coming. We're excited about seeing Carrie. And
That's fun. Okay, that's what that's the word.
this is the dressing room.
Thank you. How much is
Pretty nice, huh? Little piano, great. Pretty cool place. Love that guitar, right? You like that guitar? Very cool. Tomball.
Okay, fantastic. Now we know the drill.
There we go. Nice dressing room. Kind of cool. Pretty cool couch. There's some cool guitars there. Whoa, huh? Nice. There you go. All right, we'll come back with some footage, with some sound check, and take you through the night with us.
Hi.
Oh, hi, we're in the dressing
Is
room.
it on, Bob?
Yeah,
Yeah,
move
it's
over
on.
this way, Paul. So we're
Oh,
having
here.
a little technical difficulty as our own production team, but we're here. I think we're here. Did you see
Hey,
the?
you
what?
know, we just had a nice meeting. The owner came in to introduce himself to us because we've
Brought
never
us
been
pizza.
here.
We had a little
Brought us
pizza.
a little piece of pizza.
We're dressed for the show.
Loving the Susan dress, right?
Thank you.
Especially, I have to mention it. And Paul and I, without talking, wore red and green. This is green. It looks kind of black, but it's green.
Is this
It's
a little
green.
much? Should I have gone with the velvet?
It's forest green.
No, it's forest green.
I feel a little bad all of a sudden. I
So-
remember that because I wore the velvet for Andy Williams. And I'm
Oh.
wondering if I've made a fashion faux pas.
Well, you don't have it with you.
No.
Well, then forget
Well,
about
all right,
it.
Bob likes it.
All right. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
All
it's
right.
all Christmas stuff out there. So
Okay,
we're
I'm
pretty-
over it.
We had a great sound check. Okay?
Yes.
Nice warm sound.
Oh my gosh.
We got 2 guitars and 3 voices.
It's amazing.
But it's really more than that. It's
What is
2 guitars, 3 voices,
Yeah.
20 fingers,
Yeah.
and 12 strings.
Yeah.
Now, if you can't produce a large sound with all the
Then
hands
you
and
have a
strings and the
problem.
voices,
Yeah.
then you got a problem,
Yeah.
right?
And
So-
we have a full house tonight.
That was not expected by moi.
Oh, sorry about the lighting. It's
I'm
really-
not. It's featuring everything or anything that's left good about me.
Yeah, so
So,
here's the plan. So we're going to do our show, then we go right into a meet and greet.
meet and greet.
In the back of the room. And then at 11, but we got to cut it at 11. We
Got
gotta
an
get
Uber.
Uber picking us up, go back to the hotel.
Our
We
hotel.
go back to the rooms. We get up at 3 a.m. Paul and Susan are real early, 2:30 even,
Mm-hmm.
and 5 for me, and get out. And it's as if we weren't even here. It's going to be boom. It's
It's gonna happen just that way.
I'm going to be at Tipitina's at 6:00 tomorrow night Central Time with the Louisiana Philharmonic playing Christmas music for me and my pals.
I'm going to be in my brown chair watching television, doing nothing.
What are you gonna be?
Thinking of
Well,
Susan.
I'm going to be glad that we all get home on Wednesday afternoon at some time, because the Thursday and the weekend is going to be a crusher at the airports. They're already
You're
saying,
right. We'll jump that.
starting this weekend, it's going to be gnarly.
Good thing that we're on top of the game.
And by the way, on Friday, we're going to be taping. We're going to be disc jockeys for an
Oh
hour
my gosh.
on 60s Gold on Sirius XM. I think they're going to run it Christmas weekend. So
I think it's Christmas Eve.
Maybe
I hate to say
Christmas
that.
Eve,
It makes
yeah.
us sound a little more special than maybe we
I
are.
know, but
But-
we're going to be the disc jockeys. We're going to play our favorite Christmas songs
Yeah.
Oh,
and kind of run the show for an
Yeah.
hour.
Grandma got run over by a
No,
race.
please don't do that.
Okay.
Or,
What if that's my favorite?
I'll be
how
disappointed.
about this one, Bob? Please, Daddy, don't get drunk.
How about this one?
Christmas? I don't want to see my mama cry.
How about that?
No.
Or can I buy these new shoes for my mama?
But they're up to 3,
not
4 non
I hate that one. It makes me cry.
non-contenders. It's like with the hippopotamus song. Please
I
no.
want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
You know, God forbid that's the last song you hear in a day, because that melody is
Listen.
torturous.
We should have the worst Christmas song set and just nail
Well,
it.
apparently they're at the tip of our lips.
Like the ugly sweater
Excuse me.
contest, we'll have the bad Christmas
The bad
songs.
Christmas songs.
there,
yes.
there
Oh,
are there are annual.
Do we
ones
have
of
any
that.
more
Oh, yeah.
Christmas
I ain't
podcasting
getting
besides
nothing
singing
for Christmas,
Hey, well,
mommy.
All I want for Christmas is my
There you go. There you go.
Big
and
hit of
what's
mine.
the one gotten run over by the reindeer?
And then when I started with Grandma
is that where
about
we
running
started?
over my
That started the
reindeer.
nightmare fall.
Christmas in jail. Christmas in jail.
Okay.
That's another.
Is that really one?
Guess I had too much to drink. I got no bail. So I'm spending Christmas Eve in the clink. It is a song.
Okay. All right. So anyway, and then we're gonna be just home for the holidays. We got February 8th. We did get news today that we can share.
News.
We are inductees into the 2024 class of the New England Music Hall of Fame.
Woo!
This is not the Rhode Island Hall of
Right.
Fame. We're in that.
Right.
We're
Big.
branching out. We went regional.
Wait a minute. Could this mean from Rhode Island to
one more
New England to the big
to the
time,
national-
the National Hall
to
of
the
Fame?
national. Now we hear the national situation is that the board is a bunch of young people. So it's
I thought we had to get to know Dave Grohl.
so well
I'm so confused.
to a guy my
we
age.
do, and we would never will.
Excuse me. Unfortunately, to a guy my age, Dave's young. Okay, so and they've taken over.
Wow.
They've taken over, and we don't know if we'll ever get in, but it doesn't matter.
Hey, what band is he in?
Well, he was in Nirvana, and now he's the
Fighters.
Foo
Are the
Fighters.
Foo Fighters current? I mean, I'm just saying we could get to know Dave and
Dave
open for the
Grohl,
Foo Fighters.
and this is harsh, but we can say this now. Dave Grohl was a
We're not gonna
Kurt
get-
Cobain win. Okay,
Yep.
Oh.
You know what I mean by
He
that?
made it.
Yeah,
Kurt
Dave-
didn't, he did. Cool.
The Foo Fighters would have never existed.
Well,
had
evidently he's
Kurt
an
not
upstanding
opened the door.
citizen too. Well, anyway, enough about
Anyway.
Mr. Grohl. We are very happy and proud to be honored in this way.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh
we
yes,
gotta go to work.
thank you to the committee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it. Okay, so we're going to do the show now, and we're pretty excited about that. We'll report in later tonight and tell you how that went. Vocal warm-up.
We are
It's coming to life. We're getting Christmas lights. Here we go. All right, that came up quick. Here's our video. Looks good up there. We're starting the show with this video tonight. Look at Susan. Wow. There we go. I love it. So this is part of sound check. There we go. Hey, that looks like Johnny Cash. I think it was. I'm filming.
I was like, oh, because we're the band. Okay, I was telling
This is going to the girls because Courtney, Marissa, you know, they're all
them, I
going
was
to.
telling the Christmas story.
Oh, Christmas. I'm just saying, this is Carrie. Carrie's here at the gig. That's Jason. This is Riley. Everyone knows who you guys are. Riley. These are besties here. Hi, besties.
Those are the besties. 12 years old right there. Is this
She's
Marissa?
12 years old.
I mean, since you were 12.
Oh, since you're 12.
I mean, I'm better.
And they are here for the show, and it's starting to fill up. Here's a very nice couple here. Hi. I hope you like the show. There's people over there. Hello. Hello. Isn't this a cool place? There, people are waving. Look, we're waving at each other. Friendly people. All right.
Is this the beginning?
Yeah, we're done. The show is
Oh my
over.
God, we're doing it? I was just
Yeah.
saying we look like a Christmas card.
The show is
I guess
over.
we do too.
Here we are.
Here we are. We're a little deflated. I think Paul can tell why we're deflated. We had a great show in Tomball.
Great show. Well,
Started
I used the
off
car
off.
service and didn't show up.
No.
And so we were all the way in Humble and it didn't show up.
Tomball.
And so Tomball.
Tomball.
They're supposed to bring us. They're supposed to be there at 11 o'clock tonight after the show.
Yep.
So we have a seamless
they were in
drive.
great conversation with Paul. They were in great contact.
Yeah, the company
They left
was.
all the right things
I
and
think
then
it was the driver.
dropped the ball at the
Dropped
end.
the ball,
Something
you know.
happened at the very end.
Not good.
He was very excited to pick us up at 11, and something happened.
Yeah.
So at
That's good.
11:15, he
So we
changed his
Ubered.
mind.
And so we didn't think
Okay.
an Uber would be there. But anyway,
But
enough
we're
of that.
back. We're back. We had the best show,
Yep.
Tomball.
Yep. Have we
Holy
talked to them
God.
earlier? Is
Yeah, we already started with it.
Now it's after the show. Now,
Oh, okay.
now it's
Okay.
after the show. So
Right.
It's late, you guys. We're tired.
The
we
place-
gave you a few clips there, you
Yeah.
know, of the place.
Yeah, we've
Good.
given them clips.
And the place was full, by the way.
Packed.
We
Yeah.
didn't realize that was going to happen. I want to
No.
let you know each person
No.
like
It was
paid
cool.
$175. There's 12
Oh,
tables
man.
in the front, and all those people paid $175.
Yeah, couldn't
But there
believe
were
it.
6 people at each table. Let's do the math. No,
Let's
no.
not. We're tired. We have to go to the airport at 3. Do that math.
Okay.
It was cool. We got a little pizza they gave us.
Okay,
a pizza.
we
Yeah,
meant
God, I'd
to
love
do
the
a
big one
lot
of
more
those.
filming while we were there, but we didn't, so we're sorry.
We have a short episode this week, but
Is
that's
what I'm
okay
trying to
because
say.
we've had long ones and
We
short
have.
ones.
Long-winded ones,
Yeah,
probably,
yeah.
than one might say
Yeah.
if one
Yeah.
was
But what was great
categorizing
was
what long.
you got to know
meant.
the challenge of the trio show is becoming more fun, and so it's like
Noticing
we're
that.
visiting with the audience and we're more comfortable. We think we're more comfortable because of this podcast we've been doing for 2 years.
Yeah,
We're all talking
and I'm even a little more
visiting.
comfortable being the second guitar. That's a lot of pressure. He's,
Hey, listen.
well, not bad. I mean, I claimed
Susan
a few
did a
times.
good job tonight on the
Thanks.
guitar, everybody. I want you to know that.
And so, for you who haven't seen the trio gig,
Trio, yeah.
we actually, I mean, tonight was different because we had to do some Christmas carols,
Okay.
which we did, and they were really fun, and we had a
did
lot of
some
laughs
on this side.
inside of it and all that. But we just do our set, the 3 of us with the 2 guitars, and we do the set, and everybody loves it.
Yeah.
It's the same rock. Like we don't take the rock and roll set we do with the full band and go, well, we can't do those songs. There's only 3 of
No,
us.
and
Right.
sometimes we'll do a really cool instrumental with our mouths.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Yep. Yep.
Boxer.
the boxer.
We mouthed bus stop. We mouthed.
Bus stop. Yeah, down. Yeah.
We kept one funny thing in the show was we kept trying to have a Q&A session.
Yeah.
So we say, hey, let's have a Q&A session. Okay, and then everyone would just start talking about something else. We forget the Q&A session. Then we go back and we get a question.
Yeah.
And then we even got a second question, but then off we went again. We never got back.
I know.
Hey, that was a good question.
You
Anyone else?
know what's funny to me?
We never got back
I'm
to
just
it.
realizing that right now.
Well, and also what happened was time crept up on us. We were having a lot of fun, and then all of a sudden we were at the end of the show.
Yeah,
I mean, as far as time-wise, and we had
time to
at
go.
least 5 or 6 songs to do, so we had to cut those down to 3. And so, we'll have, when we come back to this place,
Yes.
we'll have other songs we can sing for them.
And the whole thing, the whole night was based on the Uber pickup at 11.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we're
the iGo.com pickup at
or
11.
this
that did not
non-Uber
happen.
entity. And so, but the whole thing's about that. So
Yeah, tell the guy to-
me and Paul have a clock looking at us during the show. And Paul goes, look at the clock. I go, oh, we're supposed to be done.
Way done.
Way
Paul
done.
turns
But
to
we
me and
got
goes, "We need to be done."
we got
I'm
to
looking at
visiting,
6 more songs.
and we're going, oh my God, the Uber,
We
the
visited.
non-Uber's coming at 11.
Right.
What are we going to do?
Non-Uber.
So we go, all right. And Paul goes, oh, we should do. And I go, no, we got to end the show, man. What if the meet and greet's going to go? We got to be there for
And the meet and greet was
for
short,
the non-Uber.
too.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
then
wow.
what happens, of course, is life is interrupted. So here we go. We end the show. We cut out like 3-4 songs because we're so nervous about the non-Uber guy.
Yeah.
And then we go back there. We do the meet and greet. We think that's going to take forever.
Hour and a half.
It doesn't.
Half
And
hour.
everyone came.
Now we're sitting around waiting on this
So now
Uber.
it's 10:20. We shortened the show unfairly, and we're real excited because we're getting picked up at 11. Not. And so this long end of the evening started.
Right, but the thing is that the contract said 75 minutes, and so when we got to 9:15,
Yeah, that was
I realized, well,
75th.
look, we can add 5 minutes because we actually went on at 8:05 after the Some Good Years thing.
Announcements,
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the
announcements
announcements Some
by
Good
Matt.
Years. And anywho, it was just so much fun.
It was so much fun, and you know what was what, Bob? Do you have something
Well,
actually? Go ahead.
I was going to just say, because it meant Paul just counted the Some Good Years video as not the show. Well, I view that as the start of the show.
Oh, okay.
that,
No.
that 5 minutes,
No, yes,
Right.
yes.
part of our show.
Right, but
yeah.
I'm looking at my clock because I didn't even see the clock out in front, and I was like stretching my arm, and I went, "Oh my God, it's 9:15," and we had a lot to do.
Yeah, 6
So we
songs.
really took it deep. We took
Totally.
the show deep.
Took the show
well
deep.
past 75 minutes.
I want to
Yeah.
say it was lovely having our family there tonight. We had Carrie Lynn.
Yep.
We had Riley. We had
Riley.
Jason. We had the BFFs.
Carrie is Barry's daughter. For
Carrie's
those who don't
Barry's
know.
daughter.
And you guys, I got to tell you something.
What? Oh, yeah.
And Riley,
Right.
I hadn't
Yeah.
seen him in a while. He's really kind of older now
Yeah.
than I saw him earlier. And
Tall,
he
too.
did look like B earlier, but now he really looks like Barry.
And Braden phoned in.
Yeah, we did a
from
phone in
Dallas.
with Braden at
And
work
these
where
are
he
the
yeah.
boys.
Anyway, that made it super extra special
The
fun.
boys, the boys.
And
So people liked it.
They loved
That
it.
made it special fun, and they actually sang with us on some of the folk songs.
Yep, super
Yeah.
cool.
If I had a hammer,
I felt
puff.
like it was like all of them really came. Like I felt it was almost like one of our most like happy to see us crowds almost
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool because we really
Yeah.
didn't know how we'd do in Texas. We don't
No,
get
I think
very
we
often.
expected not to do well. To be honest with you.
Hey, but hey, this is our last episode
Yep.
before Christmas.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
Just
We'll have our New
sing,
Year's
sing,
episode
sing,
after.
ting, ting, ting-a-ling, too.
Hey, look for us, guys. You're gonna hear this tomorrow night.
Right together
Oh, I
with-
forgot to sing is "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" to the crowd.
Let's go back.
We could.
Call Johnny.
We do White Christmas,
Call your
too.
go-to
Hey,
Uber.
so what was I gonna say?
You were saying all kinds of stuff. We were singing in behind you.
I'm
You said,
trying to
"Hey."
wrap it up.
Yeah, you said, "Okay, guys," and we started singing.
This is Merry Christmas. We want to say to everybody, Happy Holidays.
Happy holidays,
and all
happy
that
Hanukkah,
business.
All
Kwanzaa,
that, and,
anything that you're rocking right now that makes you feel in the spirit of any kind of goodness and light and kindness and joy.
And stay safe.
Oh,
Stay safe.
one quick
He's got
message.
it.
We did talk to tonight the New England Music Hall of Fame.
That's
We are inducted.
Big news
We're
tonight.
in. They're going to meet us at our Vero Beach concert.
If it's okay with Vero Beach.
And it's just, he said, just takes a few minutes. This is a
Oh,
quick.
beautiful.
And
beautiful.
they just do it all.
Talked to
They
Vero
do them
Beach
all
since
this
we
way.
last spoke.
Yeah, Vero Beach. They'll do what we do.
hell
Hey,
with
Vero
Vero
Beach, you took the Dodgers out of there and let them go. So I'm
Oh,
still
Bob
mad at
doesn't
you.
care
Yeah.
about Vero Beach is
That
what
was
he
But
means.
the Vero
Yeah.
Beach show would be fun. It's in a church.
It's in-
Is it really?
What?
Yep. And
Emerson Center's a
We
church.
played in a church in
and
Austin,
the lady
Texas
said, obviously
Okay.
you've been here before, so you know the technical abilities of the blah, 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 blah.
Maybe we were there with Happy
That
Together.
means we're in trouble.
Could we have been there during a village thing? Because, it
Oh,
looked like a
maybe
village
it's
thing.
that,
Yeah, but Village don't do churches. We're in trouble, folks.
Oh, no, the village
You're
is...
going to want to hear about this on stage.
We went to a place where they had mass and concerts at a village. But
I remember
don't recall-
playing at a church in Austin.
Yeah, for the South by Southwest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that-
Well, anyway, we'll
Yeah.
figure it
We'll
out.
figure it out.
Have a good Christmas.
Have a
Merry
holly
Christmas and all that.
We wish
wish
you
look
a
for-
Merry Christmas.
What?
Go ahead, you can sing behind me. I know I was going to
We
say.
wish
Look
you
for
a
us
Merry
on
Christmas.
Sirius XM
We
60s
wish you a
Gold
Merry
Christmas weekend.
We wish
We're going to
you
be
a Merry
DJs for
Christmas
1
and a
hour,
Happy
playing our
New
very
Year.
favorite
We
Christmas
wish you a Merry
music.
Christmas.
So look
We
for us.
wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.
Oh, cool thing ending there. Okay, goodbye, everybody.
Peace out.